Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
What if the key to one last ring with Curry was bringing back Kevin Durant? Would you trade Draymond for one more title? That's the question dividing Dub Nation right now. After a disappointing season from the Suns, where not even Durant, Booker, and Beal could carry Phoenix to the play-in, the rumors have resurfaced. Kevin Durant may be increasingly inclined to leave. And guess which franchise is waiting with open arms? Yes, the Golden State Warriors. According to league sources, a trade involving Durant could include key names like Draymond Green, Gary Payton II, Buddy Hield, and Kevin Looney, as well as multiple draft picks. It would be painful, of course, but it could also be the chance to reignite a dynasty alongside Stephen Curry, perhaps for the last time. Since Klay Thompson left the team, it's been clear that the front office is willing to part with historic names if it means one more Larry O'Brien trophy. Durant knows Kerr's system, he's already won 2 championships with the team, and he's kept a strong relationship with Curry off the court. The two even met up after the last game between the Warriors and Suns, reigniting speculation. And while the behind-the-scenes buzz over KD's return grows, on the court another name has been catching attention: Brandon Podziemski. The young guard has been developing impressively, showing skill in creating his own shots and scoring consistently. That's now 5 straight games with at least 19 points, and even Jimmy Butler acknowledged he's already a starter here, and he'd be one on any other team too. But not everything is perfect in the roster. Despite his ups and downs, Buddy Hield is still seen by Kerr as an important piece in the rotation. And the numbers prove it. Since the All-Star break, he ranks 4th on the team in plus-minus, behind only Curry, Butler, and Draymond. His perimeter threat continues to be a strategic weapon, especially with the lack of depth among the bench shooters. At the end of the day, the equation is clear. Curry's time is running out. And if Durant is available, this isn't about nostalgia. It's about opportunity. A shot at one last dance, with everything on the line. But Durant's return isn't just about winning titles. It's about closing a chapter in style. Since his departure in 2019, he's faced a series of obstacles: injuries, roster changes, and of course, the burden of trying to win outside the system that elevated him to his peak. And now, with the Suns out of the playoffs, the narrative gains even more weight. Maybe Phoenix was never the right place. For the Warriors, giving up players like Draymond, Buddy, and Payton II might seem tough. But think about it. All of them have already given their all to this team. And in exchange, Golden State would get one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, still with plenty left in the tank, who already knows how to win alongside Steph. Plus, keeping young talents like Kuminga, Podziemski, and Moses Moody opens up a promising path for the future. The present would feature Durant and Curry going for one more title, while the future remains protected with young talent ready to take the reins. That balance between experience and youth is rare, and might not come again anytime soon. Speaking of young talent, Podziemski keeps impressing. His court vision, spacing IQ, and defensive growth are elevating his status within the league. It's no longer surprising when he decides games. He's becoming the second most trusted name on the team in clutch moments. Even Jimmy Butler, with all his experience, already sees the role Pods could play in a title run. And with Durant possibly joining the roster, imagine the offensive firepower. Curry orchestrating, Durant spreading the floor, Butler slashing, and Pods as a surgical sniper. That's an offense that would strike fear into any defense in the league. But before all of that becomes reality, one question remains. Does the Warriors front office have the guts to break with a pass to go all in on the present? As a Warriors fan, I'll be honest, just imagining Curry and Durant back together in blue and gold gives me chills. Their chemistry was something we've rarely seen in NBA history. It was nearly perfect basketball, fluid, lethal, and built on mutual trust that left opponents with no answer. I know letting go of Draymond hurts. The guy is the heart of the team, the soul of the defense, and Steph's best friend on and off the court. But the truth is harsh. Time is passing. And if we still want to see Curry lift another trophy, this might be the last big chance. KD, even older, is still one of the most unstoppable players in the league. He already knows the system, already won with us, and knows what it takes to win. And the wildest part, even if the trade happens, we'd still have Kuminga, Moody, Podziemski, all developing together. That means we could compete now and still build for the future at the same time. That's rare. That's gold. And if there's a front office that's proven it knows how to build dynasties, it's ours. So yes, as a fan, I support Durant's return. And it's not about nostalgia. It's because I want to see Curry win another. I want to see the Chase Center explode during the finals again. And if that means saying goodbye to some important pieces, so be it. Because the window is closing. And once it shuts, it'll take a long time to reopen. If anyone still doubts that this might be the last real title shot with Steph at his peak, just look at what's happening now. Clay's exit already showed that the team is ready to turn the page. And even with the arrival of Jimmy Butler, who's been impactful, it still feels like something's missing. That unbalancing force. That name that forces any defense to step back. And that name is Kevin Durant. This team has young talent, veterans, a legendary coach, and one of the greatest point guards in history. All that's missing is one last punch. The spark that turns hope into reality. And Durant, like it or not, is that spark. But it all depends on the courage of the front office. It'll take boldness. It'll take accepting criticism. It'll take letting go of names that define an era, because that's the only way to build a new one. And let's be honest, it'll be almost poetic to see Curry and Durant finish this journey together the way it started, dominating the NBA, making history, and proving that when those two are on the same side, no super team can stop them. Warriors News Fan Update wants to know your opinion, Dub Nation. Would you bring Durant back, even if it meant saying goodbye to Draymond? Do you believe this trade could be the final push toward one more championship? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because your voice matters here. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and want to keep following every step of this potential Kevin Durant comeback, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a like. This is Warriors News Fan Update, where the past meets the future, and the future might still be golden.